What's up, Laker fans? Kyle Kuzma is the talk of the NBA after a blistering start to the preseason. Let's take a closer look at what he's doing. Kuzma's footwork has been nothing short of tremendous for a rookie. Think of the post move that you're about to see as a progression. On this first one, he makes a simple front turn to the middle, initiates contact with his left shoulder, and bullies a smaller defender. On this one, his defender gambles and doesn't get the steal on the post entry, so Kuzma makes a simple front turn and drives baseline, drawing the foul. Now we get into his face-ups. He's going to catch and reverse pivot off of his left foot. Then he freezes the defender with a subtle shoulder fake, rips through, and drives baseline. And as he does that, he's going to cross his left foot over his right in order to get by the defender. With all due respect, this move reminded me of Kobe. On this one, he faces up and hits the defender with a jab step. A jab step is a way of collecting information as a triple threat player. If your player reacts, you want to attack in the opposite direction, but if he doesn't, you know you can go back that way and beat him. That's what Kuzma does here. Here he's going to make that front turn baseline, but it gets cut off. So he plants that left foot, spins middle, and gets fouled. And now we get a step even further in the progression. Let's take this apart piece by piece. He jumps to the ball on the post entry pass, plants his left foot, and then reverse pivots. As he's reverse pivoting, he's ripping through and starting his dribble. But the defender does a nice job of cutting off his drive. Then Kuzma plants his left foot so he can spin back to the middle. That gets cut off as well, but he's able to maintain his pivot foot enough so that he can make a front turn into a jump hook. This is the whole play at 25% speed. Kuzma showed off some of this footwork off of the dribble against Sacramento. Here he gets switched onto a very good perimeter defender in George Hill down the stretch. Hill cuts off his drive to the right, and so Kuzma's going to hit him with that spin move that he loves. His footwork on this is incredibly precise. Most players step out too wide with their right foot on this, but he nails it. The length of his stride with his right leg gets him past Hill, and him planting his right foot so close to Hill seals him on his back. I can't say enough about how freaking good this is. Again, in real time. To put it in simple terms, as a three-point shooter, he's been good when he's been open and not so good when he hasn't been. He's taken a few threes that were either contested at the end of quarters or both. Those have dragged his percentages down a bit. He's been very good at shooting coming off of screens, both on the ball and off of it, utilizing a little hop to get on balance. And when teams close out hard to him, he's been fantastic at hitting these floaters. When a guy can catch and shoot, attack the basket, or hit these kind of shots, he's very difficult to defend off of the ball. There have been several occasions in the preseason where he's simply outrun everybody. He started behind the play and ended up ahead of everyone. This is combined with a great feel for leaking out, which works really well with Lonzo. He's also a capable ball handler who's able to go coast to coast or distribute in transition. If he's able to pull up from three-point range on the wing or as a trailer in these situations, and I don't see any reason that he wouldn't be able to, he'll be a complete player in this element of the game. I like that he's under control in these situations and will drive and kick when he draws extra defenders. This is true in the post-up situations that we covered in the previous segment as well. This is an incredible skip pass over to Caruso. Kuzma slips the screen on a pick and roll almost every time. First, let's talk about the benefits of that. If that slip gets him behind the defender on a roll, he'll be open, or it'll force the weak side to rotate over. Denver ices this pick and roll, which creates a pocket between the two defenders. Watch how Kuzma backs up so he can get a running start as the ball's passed into that pocket. All of these slips can have a negative impact as well though. Here's Luke to explain.
You know, at the end of those games, sometimes he's stalling out the offense because he's just picking and popping, and that's not what we want. So, you know, I thought last night was a good learning experience for him as far as the defenses get a lot more difficult in the final 2 or 3 minutes, and that's when you really got to rely on you know, setting the screen, running the offense, and making the defense, you know, getting to that second, third option within the play.
Kuzma has been an effective perimeter defender who's been able to switch onto guards. Watch how he slides his feet and contests high. He's done well to stay in front of small forwards for the same reason. Watch as he fights over the screen on Andrew Wiggins and has a nice contest on a mid-range floater. The weakest part of his perimeter defense has been on closeouts, where he has a tendency to linger too long when tagging the roll man, which leaves the shooter open. He's been significantly less effective as an interior defender, where he gets pushed around a bit by bigger guys. Here are a few examples of him struggling on the defensive glass. And here are a few examples in the post. He's had some good moments as a help defender, largely due to his quickness. But there are also times where he'll have his head turned off of the ball and he'll get back cut. Alright, that'll do it for this one. As you've probably noticed, they've been aggressively taking my videos down. As a result, I'm very much reliant upon your guys' support. If you believe in the work that I do, it would be very much appreciated if you contributed to either the Venmo or Patreon link below. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll catch you next time.